Good morning, it's me. I'm back. How are you? I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. That's Eastern Time. And I'm on my Facebook business page live every Wednesday morning at the same time. So if you want to come see me again, make sure that you set your alarms. I send out reminders too, so you can follow my page and know that too. So, excuse me. You can find me anytime at my on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. And today I'm really excited. Yesterday was the first day that we could sign up for our local onstage convention. Well, local means Midwest, so we will be traveling to Minneapolis for training and new products, and we actually this will be in the early part of April, and we will actually get our new catalogs when we're there. I'm really excited, and by we I mean hi Sherry, I'm glad you're here. By we, I mean I have 5 other team members besides myself that are signed up, and I have 2 other groups of demonstrators that we're all, hi Kathy, that we're all getting together. We're staying at the same hotel, and I'm just really excited. I'm so excited that we have a big group going to on stage. So we get catalogs early and new product, and we get to play, and yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I'm so excited that my team is going to. So, excuse me, I'm already needing a drink today. It seems like I've not been too bad for the past few weeks, but every now and then it's just not so good. So today I'm really excited. I'm going to be showing you a kit. So it is called the Incredible Like You Project Kit, and I'll show you in the catalog for a sec. It's on page 21 of the Occasions catalog. Hi Marcia, I'm glad you're here. So there's a stamp set. We actually got this stamp set free when we went to on stage in Orlando a couple months ago. And so I just had to buy this project kit, and it's just really cute. I love the projects, and I'm going to do one of each one of them for you today. So I showed you the stamp set, and this might be able to get a little closer. I like the font. I always like a combination of 2 different styles of font. And also this reminds me of the really big one. I haven't gotten it yet, but the Well Said bundle with all the words, all the stamps, and then all the thinlets that are like this. I feel like this font is the same. They're similar anyway. So I like that a lot. So I'm going to show you one of each of the cards. It makes, oh, I need to show you this. So it makes 4 cards of each of 4 designs, and then you also have this cool box. Look at this box. So it's, I forgot what you call this material. It's plastic. I don't know what kind of plastic it is. Hi Deb, I'm glad that you're here. I'm so excited for on stage. Deb is one of them that's going to on stage. Hi Marilyn, happy birthday! I'm so glad that you made it. You know what? I totally get that you need to set an alarm if you need something. I do it all the time. I constantly have noises going off on my phone, and people are like, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's just, yeah, I know, I like the white on white design. I'll have a noise go off on my phone, and I'm like, oh, that's just my reminder to check out birthdays, or that's my reminder to send a club reminder, or I literally have reminders like once a week kind of thing. I may not always do it at that time, but it's sitting there waiting for me like, hey, you got to do this. So I'm glad you're here. Oh, good. I'm glad the alarm worked. So you need one for every Wednesday morning. That's what you need to do. I literally have some for like every Wednesday morning. So you need to do this. Okay, so here's, yes, I like this. So this will hold the 16 cards that the kit makes. And I'm going to show you one of each of the cards, then I'm going to actually demonstrate them. Sorry, I need to get them out carefully because they're a little bit chunky. I'll leave the envelopes in. Except there's one. Yeah, no, there's not one. I need to show you one envelope. Okay. So first I'm going to show you the envelope. Okay, I'm not one that, oh good, I'm glad you used your line, Marcia. So I'm not one for like making envelope inserts, but I sure think that they're cute. So there's 16 of these envelopes that coordinate with the card. So here's the envelope. And this one's probably, I don't know. This one, I'm going to say this one's my favorite, but I'm not sure. Okay, so here's this one. And this one. Okay, I made mine a little bit simpler than what it said, what the instructions were in the kit, because it always comes with instructions, and there's like a quick video to show you any tips that you need. Here's one, and last one, here's one. So the instructions show a little bit more, the baker's twine, using the baker's twine. And I'm not one of those, well, one part that I skipped, I actually messed up on, but it was fine without it. But one of the things that I don't like is, so here's the baker's twine. So you get the Grapefruit Grove baker's twine. But I'm not one that just kind of does the little messy behind, you know, like bunch it up in a thing and then put it underneath your card, and then you have all these things. Thanks for sharing already, Marilyn. And you have all these things sticking out. I'm not one to do that. So I made the cards easier for me. So one of the things about this kit, so it's a project kit. It's not an all-inclusive kit. So that means there are some things that you need to add to it. Hi, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Wait, I want to read part of it. Just a sec. So the colors that coordinate with it are Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Grapefruit Grove, Lovely Lipstick, and White. And the thing is, those are kind of all in the cards, but the two ink pads that you need are Lovely Lipstick and Coastal Cabana. So one of them is a returning in color. Oops. If I look at the camera and to make my decision, then I mess up every time. Okay, so here's Coastal Cabana. This was a returning in color. And then this one, Lovely Lipstick, is a new, one of the newest in colors. So you need those ink pads. Now the thing is, I'm actually doing this kit as a class also. I feel like I'm slipping here. Nope, I guess not. I'm doing this as a class also. It's going to be in March, I believe. I haven't put it on my calendar, but I will be doing that. I'm going to work on my calendar today and get it all set. I have a bunch of things that I added, like club-wise, but I'm going to add classes, and so you can come to this class. So make sure you stay till the end too, because I have two more projects that, two more cards that I made that are not just from this kit. I just used the stamp set to make them. So anyway, so there are things that you need, but like the stamp set is not included. That's something that's separate, but I'll be providing the stamp set and the use of my ink pens, whatever. But you get dimensionals, you get mini glue dots, and I showed you the baker's twine. Oh, and rhinestones. You get a little sheet of rhinestones here. Now, the instructions suggest using the Tombow multi-purpose adhesive. Multi-liquid glue is what it says on here. I actually did this for some of it, but I am not a liquid glue lover. Like, as soon as I opened it, I was already sticky. I need things that are a little more user-friendly for me, and this is not user-friendly for me, but I did do it on one part, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It needs a little extra help, but also I decided that I was going to grab the tear and tape because this is just helpful for me too. Plus regular snail adhesive. So I'm going to get started on my project. So I think I told you already, the Incredible Like You project kit and stamp set are on page 21 of the full catalog. And so I'm going to get started doing this. So I need to get some of this stuff out of the way. Remember when I put you down, I always put you down for stamping so that you can see what I'm doing. When I do that, I can't see your comments, but feel free to still comment or ask questions. I'll go back and answer them for you if I miss them or whatever. So so I'm going to put you down now. Whenever I do a kit, I always start with, I don't like the liquid glue either. Whenever I start a kit, the first thing that I always do is I do the stamping first. Actually, that's one of the things that I really like about these kits is most of the stamping is usually just the greeting. So like the rest of the design is already there. So I'm going to, I need a good look at my cards here a sec to make sure I don't do, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I have Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to ink this up. It's kind of off camera, I guess. Oops, not upside down. So these, I don't know if you can see these pieces. There's silver, it's a silver like embossed frame around it, so it makes it extra cute. Okay, so this one says, hope your day is as amazing as you. I like that. And then, I want to see which one's which, sorry. The big friend one. Okay, So Glad We're Friends is also in Coastal Cabana. And it goes on the great big, it's kind of a square, but the corners are different. So I just saved one of each of these cards and one of each of the labels so that I could do that. Okay, so now I need to open this one. And I realized that the newer that these, I knew this already, but the newer these ink pads are, the harder they are to pull it open. Okay. This one says, incredibly proud of you. So Lovely Lipstick is kind of a funny color because it can be pink or it can be red. It just kind of depends on what you have going with it. Last one is, I just adore you. I like that too. That can be for anybody. I adore you, my customers. I adore my kids, and of course my husband. He's not been on my Facebook Lives in a while. He's been working goofy hours really early. Okay, so my, I'm going to leave this in my sheet right now. My labels are all done. So I'm going to do this one first. So this is the, this has the shape on the front here. I don't know what to call it. So this is one of the main areas that you need the liquid glue, but you could do tear and tape. So this is glimmer paper, Granny Apple Green, I would guess, since this is the green that's in here. And it has this really slippery, waxy thing. Like snail does not work on the back of this. So you either need tear and tape or you need the liquid glue. And I'm going to give the liquid glue a try because I'm going to show you that I can handle it. We'll see. By the time I'm done, I'm probably going to have a complete mess. Hello, it needs to come out though. I should have had it on its side or laying upside down. What in the world? See why I don't like liquid glue? It came out just fine. Oh, okay. It's because it must have been not upside down. Okay, so I'm just scribbling it back and forth here. So I'm gonna lay it on its side. That will help so I don't have a on-camera goof again. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. And this one stays okay. But then this next one, it needs a little help. So first of all, you need more adhesive than you think. There it is again. Okay, so I'm putting kind of a thick parts of glue here. And I'm going on the side. I didn't last night when I was working on this more. But it doesn't like to stay. That's the problem with this. So I would suggest for this part, if you're going to use, well, probably liquid glue will stay on better than tear and tape. So it really is only hanging on to the glitter itself. So I need to hold it down, and actually I'm just going to go right to, okay, so my trick is to just, while you're working on other stuff, put it underneath something to hold it down, like it needs a weight. And so I have this, we have this, this is a charger block for our phone or whatever, and it is nice and heavy, and I'm just going to hold it on there. We got that for when we went to Alaska last year, and it was wonderful to charge our phones wherever we were. I like technology, but I'm not always on the most up-to-date technology, and that was kind of amazing. Okay, so the rest of that card I need to wait, so I'm going to move on to the next one. I really like this one. Okay, so this one has, look at it without the covering on it. That's just so pretty. So what you need to know for this one, I did it wrong first when I did it. Okay, so I went to put adhesive on it and didn't really pay attention to like all the shapes and whatever, and then they matter. Where they are matter. Okay, so what my trick is see these two little circles right here? They need to make sure that you have the two little circles right there. So once you know that you have that lined up, then you can put your adhesive on. So I flipped it, so I put it on the back, not on the front. Put it on the front when I first did it. So I'm using the mini glue dots that is provided in the kit for this. And what I'm doing is putting it on all four corners, and then also in a couple like wider spots, I guess, in the middle. It just has to hold. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like it doesn't, not every single area has to be held down. So the ones that come in this kit, they have this little backing on it that you can take off. Some people don't like this, but I think it's convenient so that you can just have your glue dots out and not sticking to everything or to each other, because there's a backing on it so it won't stick to other things. Okay, so I think I got those on. So flip it over and put it on here. Okay, so this is the area that I messed up when I was first doing this. So there's a you can't see it here because I didn't do it, but there is a little background piece. It's Daffodil Delight striped on here that is underneath all this that somehow I missed. So I am using my snail. I like snail, so I'm just using it when I can. And so I'm going to put this on here. You don't see it tons, but I'm going to do this part the way that the instructions say anyway. So I have that. Then I have, this one uses, look at these. These are the banner things here. There's small ones and larger ones for another card. And I have to say, this is a project that Heather Kwame would not be allowed to use with friends because her friends don't like her getting glitter everywhere. And this is the glimmer paper. Did you know that our glimmer paper that, remember it changed? It retired last year and then they brought back different glimmer paper. So what they did, I didn't find this out until, I don't know, a couple months ago. They made the glimmer paper so that the glitter won't come off on it. But this clearly is the old style because I have glitter everywhere. So here's the start of it. Now I need I Just Adore You. So this is one that I did not put all the squirrely baker's twine on. But I prefer more simple anyway, so I'm okay with that. You may do your cards however you would like, but I'm not going to add it on there, and I'm going to be happy with that. Okay, so I Adore You, it goes right here. Okay, so here's this card that's done. Now, you can't really tell too much, and you might understand what, I'm trying to tip it so it's straight and I can't figure it out. So you might understand why I didn't notice in the picture that, that this little background thing was on. I couldn't even tell it was on there. So the other ones I'm just going to save for some other project because they'll be amazingly cute. Okay, next one. Oh, this one I think is my favorite. I think I told you that already. Okay, so this is another one. Here's how it came, and they're white inside. That's helpful for writing. So this is another one that you need to make sure that you have lined up correctly. It's still not. I had it lined up and then I flipped it somehow. There. Now it's totally outlining those pretty flowers. Isn't that great? Okay, so I'm going to, again, I'm going to keep losing my mini glue dots. I'm going to put the mini glue dots on the corners again, but then I'm going to put snail on this thick white section in the middle. I think I also put another one kind of in a fat spot on a flower in here. There's this one. Just to help the center stay down. Okay. I hope I flipped this. I don't even remember now. I was paying attention to put it on there right, but I'm hoping that I pulled it off right. Because if not, then I'll have to pull these mini glue dots off and start over. Okay, and then I'm going to, oh, I better check it before I put that on here. Oh, good, I did it right. Okay, so now I'll put my adhesive on here to help this stay down. So I'll put this on here. I just think these are such pretty colors. Okay, now we're using this banner, this larger glimmer banner. You probably could save this for using like strips on your cards too. I'm not sure I'll save it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Usually when I save tiny things like that, I end up not using them. But I did use some designer paper strips that I had saved and made great cards. Okay, so every time I'm using the liquid glue, I'm not doing too bad with it. I think I have a sticky spot here somewhere, but I don't have it stuck all over my hands for once. So I'm going to put this on. If you remember, because of the shiny backing, if you don't use the liquid glue, you want to use, I put too much on, you want to use tear and tape because it needs extra help because it's got a shiny surface. Okay, so there's that, and I better look at this so I don't mess it up. there's that. And I need amazing. Hope your day is amazing as you. Alright, dimensionals again. This is, especially because of the liquid glue or tear and tape or whatever, this isn't quite as easy of a kit as like the Timeless Tidings. That was super easy and I loved it. But this is just so pretty. It's just such a good mix of colors. And we'll put this on here. Hopefully the dimensionals stay on there. I didn't put it quite all the way to the edge. And then this one has rhinestones. So easy way to do this is just slide it off. Get it close to where you want it to be and slide it off your sheet, and then you don't even have to pick it up and try to lose it. So here's this one. I think this one's supposed to have some more baker's twine on here too, but I don't know. I'm not even looking at the project kit thing. Okay, then here is this one. This one's a little bit more involved. So isn't this pretty though? So this is how it comes. So this one doesn't have a front or back that matters. So I'm just finding my mini glue dots. I'm gonna do corners for sure. There is no way that I would be able to manage this liquid glue on this thing. It would be horrible. Oh man. But it has its purpose, so you know, but I guess you need it once in a while. So I'm just I'm scattering a few kind of at an intersection, I'll call it, of this grid here. So just to help it stay down. If you don't have fingernails, or if your fingernails are too thick, Dot, you know I'm talking to you. You probably would need a paper piercing tool to get those backings off the mini glue dots. Okay, so we'll put this down. Now this is one where I went off script again, and I used tear and tape. I have a whole bunch of these. Well, you can see up here, there's leaves. Some are punched out or they're hollow. That's what I'll call them. Some of the leaves are hollow and some of them are solid. And so this has the same kind of backing. Oh, you can see how it is on this side. This has the same kind of backing on the back. And I did not know how in the world I wanted to do... where did my... Oh, there. I didn't know how in the world I wanted to do putting these on. The amount of mini glue dots I would need was crazy, and liquid glue wasn't happening on something that fine, so I went with tear and tape. So what I did was I kind of sort of measured a little bit, like how wide and how long my greeting is that's going to cover this. So I just made a bunch of strips here of tear and tape so that I can press them onto the tear and tape and have them stay and me not worry about it. Now there's a lot of stems or leaves or whatever you want to call them that go on here. So even if you go too far past, it'll probably be covered up with leaves anyway. So I'm just going to take all these off. So I got 4 here. That's about as tall. I don't know what I want to call it. As far as tall and wide that the label is. It didn't come off well from that way. Okay. I probably shouldn't have done this part first. I'm going to set this aside because I need to show you a trick that might help a little bit for this. So these need to come out of here, and this die brush, Big Shot die brush, will help to get all the little pieces out and help them come out of this sheet more easily. So I'm going to go over it. So it doesn't totally get it out. Some of them popped out, but like these, the solid ones. Can you see the solid ones now? So the solid ones popped out easily that way, for the most part. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, it's dangling. I have another Chad. Didn't I have a Chad last week too? That's so funny. Okay, so these, they just pop out more easily now that I did that. And then I'm just kind of from the back helping the centers come out. Alright, see how delicate that is? Can you see in there? See how delicate that is? There's no way I'm trying to put glue on there. Alright, so tear and tape goes. So I have 2 more to get out. So you truly need, well, at least the sample shows, you can do your card however you want, as I already said, but the sample shows that you do use 6 of these, 3 of each of the hollow and the solid sets of leaves. All right, one more here. This is not usually how I would probably design a card. I don't usually have all sorts of little pieces on my cards, but it makes a pretty card, I'll tell you that. Okay, so I have my leaves here, and it probably doesn't matter which one's which, but you're doing 2 of each on each side. So I want, so I'm laying this here, and this here, and this here, so it's all kind of on there. And then we're going to go opposite way. So I did 2 wide and 2 solid and a hollow, and now on this side it's going to be 2 hollow and a solid. Probably should turn, oh, it's on there too much. Had it too far off the card. Okay, so now I did one more thing just to help my whatever it is that I'm putting on here. I'm putting tear and tape across the top of this also, because it'll just help everything stay and help my greeting when I put it on there. So where'd my greeting go again? Oh, it's hiding. Okay, so this one is So Glad We're Friends. And I'm doing corners and center again. So I believe I've told you before, I don't scrimp with dimensionals. If I want it to pop up, then it's going to pop up by golly. Corners, center. Missed that one. I'm not keeping a very clean workspace right now. I have all sorts of backings on here, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so here's the card, but it still needs a little bit more. So we have some flowers in one of these. So we're popping out these flowers. See, I didn't have to do any stamping except for the greeting. Remember, you get 4 of each card in 4 designs in this kit. Okay, so for one of them, I'm going to put a dimensional kind of toward the side, on the back, but toward the side, because I want it to hold to here, but kind of overlap the corner of this greening a little bit. And then these are going to go right on here. So this is going here, overlap them a little bit. And then I need my rhinestones again. So we're going to put one in the center of each flower. Oh, this is not staying. I think I might have glitter on the bottom. The glitter doesn't want the adhesive to stay. Okay, is this one that needs a... I feel like this needs a... No, that's not the one. I must have only done one that had baker's twine on it. Okay, so here's this card. I love it. Okay, so now hopefully our last card is all dry because we're using it now. Make sure which way it opens. That wouldn't be good if I did that wrong. Okay, so we have this piece that we're going to put in the middle here. And then our greeting, I just chucked somewhere probably. Our greeting, this one says, incredibly proud of you. I put dimensionals on it again. And then this one has the baker's twine on it. And I know that I've showed this I have shown this before. Not showed. I've shown this before. But I'm going to cut a length of this, and I need a bow, actually. So the easiest, and it's not tying around the card, it's just being attached to it. So the easiest way to make the bow is to make, excuse me, to make 2 loops, cross the loops, and then tuck one of them through the hole that you just made by crossing them. So it ends up being way too long, or the loops are way too long, but then you just pull it back in. Tighten it as much as you want, and I don't want it this long either. Now on the instructions of for this kit, if you like all the baker's twine everywhere, in the instructions it tells you what lengths should be for each set of cards. So I obviously didn't worry about length because I wasn't wanting all those different things, but I would cut all of my baker's twine first before I just went and cut a single part out if I were doing this as they were shown. Oh, I think this one has rhinestones too. I'm going to do that too. So sometimes they get a little lost, but like once you see them, you don't miss them then. You like, oh, that just adds a little bit that I love. Okay, so here it is. Here's my last card. Okay, so I'm going to put all 4 together. I'm not sure they'll be able to fit. Can you see them all? Yeah, I like these a lot. Okay, so my class is going to be in April that I'll show you, but you can order the kit anytime. You can order the stamp set. Remember, the stamp set is separately. And I'm going to pull you up and I'm going to show you a couple more cards that I made it. Hi, Jamie. Your order is arriving today instead of tomorrow. Oh, you'll be kit making too? Cool, that's fun. Yeah, I think they're pretty too. Thanks, Marcia. Okay, so I have 2 more cards to show you. Before I do, though, I want to remember to tell you, so when you share, like, comment that you shared, I have 4 cards for you that I just made that you'll be getting. Hopefully, yeah, probably I would save it. If you're going to be at Hostess Appreciation next week, hopefully I will just give it to you then rather than mail it. So that would work out. So you have till Monday to do that and be entered into my drawing. And so I want to start with, does anybody remember what I saved last week from my live? I saved something that I'm like, that I think I cut it out wrong. and I saved it and said, oh, this would look good on vanilla. So I saved it, and I used this to go with the stamp set. Thanks, Regina. I'm glad that you shared it and you like it. Okay, see my butterflies? Love it. So this is soft suede and basic black, making the shadow behind there. And then this is the Coastal Cabana that I used on these cards that I had. So, and this is the, thank you, Susan. So this is the stamp set from this stamps from this project kit. Like, why I can't say stamp set twice. Sometimes my words don't work, or my head doesn't work, one of those. Okay, so here's one, and then this one I really, really, really love. Here's another one. So I used the stamp set. See there's pretty flowers that you can do. I didn't try putting any stems on them. I just put them on. I love this font, love the colors. Okay, so this is Coastal Cabana again, and Early Espresso and Crumb Cake. And it's funny, even on camera and even in person, if you like have it far away, these lines are from the, thank you, Sherry, for sharing. These lines are actually from the stamp set. Where is it? Here's the stamp set. So I made a background with these lines. I did not use my Stamparatus, but you might have been able to do that. It didn't even occur to me to do that. But from far away and on camera, it kind of looks like it's corrugated, like there's texture. I embossed it, but it's not. It's stamped. So anyway, I love those. Okay, you don't get these two that I just made if you win my drawing. These are just to show you some extras that I made. Okay, so I need a drink again. I've been gabbing a lot. All right, so I will be sending out class schedules shortly. My Butterfly Gala class will be next month in February. My kit class will be in April. I thought it was corrugated until you just, I know, it looks like it. But it makes it so that you don't have to use tear and tape on it because there's not the texture there. April will be my, did I do that right? No, March will be my my kit class, and then in April I'm planning to do a class with the butterfly thinlits, and I'm also at the end of the month going to be doing a Stamp-A-Stack. I love this Stamp-A-Stack. It covers all bases, so it's my moms, dads, grads, brides, and babies class. You got to say those in the right order because it matters. So that will be a Stamp-A-Stack where you're going to be making a Mother's Day card, well, 3 of each of 5 designs. A Mother's Day card or something feminine, Father's Day card or something masculine, graduation or congratulations type, grads, brides, so wedding or anniversary, and babies, a baby or a you know, something, well, it's going to be a baby card of some kind. I don't know. Anyway, so I will be working on that shortly. Also, while I'm here, I will do a public service announcement. If you've been invited, if you're one of my hostesses last year and you've been invited to my hostess appreciation party, make sure that you RSVP, please. Tomorrow is the deadline so that I know what I'm planning for. And yeah, that would just be very helpful. I got a lot of them yesterday replying to my Facebook post, so I appreciated that very much. It like doubled my, well, maybe not quite doubled, but anyway, I got a lot more people. So, I think that's it. So there I go, shaking you again. Sorry, can you see my glitter? It's from the glimmer paper. It's not the new stuff. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun with you. I love this kit. It's so much fun and so pretty. And hopefully you'll join my class, or maybe you'll add it to your wish list or whatever. So have a wonderful day. And I can see actually the sunshine is like trying to peek out. So enjoy the sunshine, even if it is cold. It just makes things feel better. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. See you next week. Bye.